Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Brianne from Beyond Breation, and in today's video we are going to be breaking into this Penny Sliders craft kit. I have never made a penny slider card before, but I have my foam tape, I have my pennies, so we are going to give these a try. I have watched a few different instructional videos on how to put these together, and I think I have a good idea of how to go about it, so let's give it a try. So let's pull out, we're gonna need the metal dies, I'm gonna need the stamps. I don't need the card blanks just yet. What are you? Dewdrops I don't need yet. Envelopes I don't need yet. But the cardstock and the colored cardstock I'm gonna need. So we'll get the box out of the way. Okay. Here we go. So we've got our dies and we have got our clear stamp. So the first thing I want to do is I want to figure out kind of what card it is that I'm wanting to make. Let's see. I do like the blue waves kind of for the dolphin. So our options are a monkey, a unicorn, and a dolphin. So I think I might actually just go with the dolphin for today. Okay. So that is it for the patterned paper. And I'm sorry if you can hear my washing machine in the background. I am doing laundry today. Now our colored cardstock, let's see. Because I like this, but it's not quite the same. I guess if we layer this on top, yeah, maybe I'll use that. So I'm going to grab one sheet of this and one sheet of this. Let's see, I might actually, I think I actually like kind of this peachy color instead. So I think I'm going to go with that. Okay. Pop this away. So we have chosen our paper and we have chosen our little figure that we're using, and then we have our dies. Next, I'm going to want to choose my card size. I think I'm just going to make the standard A2 size to begin with, just because I've never done this before and I don't want to start with something that is too large. I think this is an A2 card. It might actually be not A2. No, it's 4 by 6. It's a 4 by 6 card. It's not a standard A2 card. So we have got our cardstock here. So I'm going to grab my trimmer and I'm going to trim these down to size. So this solid one, if it's 4 by 6, I'm going to bring that down to 2 notches below the 4 and 2 notches below the 6. That's going to give us a really nice 1/8 of an inch border all the way around, just like that. And then for this one, I'm going to bring it down to 3. I want to slice this properly. Okay, I'm going to bring it to 3 3/4 and 5 3/4, and that's going to give us another 1/8 of an inch. And I just wanted to pay attention to how I cut that, just so that the waves are going the right way. I think I'm going to slice off an additional 1/8 of an inch here. I just want to see a bit more of the peach. There we go. I think I like that better. So now that our paper is trimmed, what we are gonna do is we are gonna stamp out our dolphin. We are going to stamp out our sentiment, and then we are going to figure out where we're gonna do the little penny slider strip. Okay, so I have here my little stamping platform. This is the Tonic Studios by Tim Holtz. I'm gonna grab just some scrap white cardstock, and I'm gonna trim this down just like that. It doesn't really matter how long it is. I just want it to be a bit smaller for stamping purposes. Okay. I'm gonna pop that there. And we're gonna grab our dolphin. And I'm gonna be using my Ranger Distress Oxide ink in Black Soot. I have not actually opened this yet. Who doesn't love a brand new ink? Okay, so we are gonna get this dolphin stamped. We have our dolphin. So we have our dolphin. We are going to run that through the die cutting machine. So we are going to grab our dies. So I have our penny slider strip and our dolphin. There we go. Will be the dolphin. I'm just gonna grab some washi. All right, we got some washi. This is just some old Christmas washi that I have. Low-tack tape works as well. I'm just gonna use this. All right, so we've got that. And then we're gonna decide where we want this. I think I want it centered, and then the sentiment. So I'm gonna do it like that. As straight as we can. We can also do it on an angle, which is fun. But I think for my first try, I'm gonna try and get that centered, and I'm gonna just do it straight. And then we are gonna pull out our die cut machine. So we've got our plate A, and then we are gonna grab our C plate, which is this one. Put those together, followed by our metal dies, and we are gonna have these down here facing up. We're gonna put them both in there together. And then we have our B plate, and I just have some chipboard on here just to make it a little bit thicker. So we're gonna run this through, and I'm gonna see how that goes. And then I might need to add this, we just have this metal adapter mat that just adds a bit more pressure. So, I'm gonna see how this goes. That sounded to me like it worked. So we're gonna take them off. And I am gonna put my die cut machine away. Okay, so we have got our piece, and we are going to take this piece that has the slider strip, and we are going to add foam tape onto that. And I am just going to use some of these foam strips here. And I might just add a little strip here just for a little bit of support once it's down. We're gonna grab our pennies. So I have just got 2 pennies here. And I'm also gonna go in And I am just gonna glue or use my ATG gun, and I'm gonna adhere this down to the card base so that we are ready to go. I'm gonna just trim the corners off of this piece just so that it is more round than not. The idea is that we want this to fit in the center there. So we're gonna want our penny here, and I'm putting this together the same way that I saw in the instructional video. Okay, so we want it to be where you can see the penny once it is centered on there like that. So I am going to take off all my foam strips. And we are going to center this as best as we can. Just like that. And then we are going to add our foam onto that penny. And we are going to add this penny right on top. So now that's going to slide back and forth just like that. I don't really do the coloring thing, as you can probably tell from this bin here. These are all of my markers. I just have the Crayola markers. Let's see. Let's see what we can do here. I have like a lighter blue and a darker blue. So we learned today that I don't color, and that really doesn't look all that great, but it's what I had, and I did what I could with what I had. So then what we're going to do is we are going to add some foam to our penny here. I actually want to make sure that it's not, yeah, that's perfect. Okay. Like that. And then we are going to add our dolphin. Okay, so it looks something like that. And as you turn it, it does spin. Lastly, we just need our sentiment. I just have this Eyes ink. Okay. Here is our sentiment. So I'm just going to trim this down. And then I am going to do an angle on the end there. And it does need just a touch more of a trim on this side, like that. So there's our sentiment. Here we go. Just like that. And there we have our penny slider. Just like that. So I know that for the future, something that I want to work on is going to be my stamping skills and my coloring skills. I think it'd be fun to invest in a couple of nice felt tipped pens that are made for stamping and coloring, or even just kind of learn some ink blending tools, because I do have a variety of inks, and then I have the little blending daubers, so I might play around with that a little bit. If you're interested in seeing more of that, please let me know. But this is the final product of my first time trying a penny slider, and it was really a lot of new techniques for me, starting with a penny slider die, so using the penny slider die and using the pennies, and then also having to stamp out little critters and then coloring them in. That's really new for me. And also stamping sentiments. I have not really done a lot of sentiment stamps. A lot of times I use the cut aparts that come in a paper pack, or I'll use my Cricut and I will die cut sentiments, or I have some sentiment dies. So I in the past have done a lot of just not stamping sentiments. So learning the pressures for my stamping platform and kind of learning how much ink is needed and how many times to press it, that is all very new to me, which is exciting because this year I want to take the opportunity to try new things and new techniques. And this was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this. I'm going to want to try the monkey and the unicorn as well. I'm probably going to end up watching a few more tutorials and a few more videos on what other people have come up with. Really hope that you enjoyed this video. I know my coloring skills aren't that great, but I did still have a lot of fun creating this. Please like, comment, and subscribe so that you're notified whenever I post a new video, and we will see you again in the next Breation video. Bye.